Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Here we are, ninjaing it up in a dungeon, in theory. Okay. Might be a good plan to start actually paying attention to exactly where we go in all these dungeons. If we ever get to a point where we are actually trying to tank things. We will see. Some of the earlier ones are the ones with the slightly more complicated routes. Well, that's alright. Okay. Duty commenced. New to the duty. Bonus rewards for swift completion of objectives. And swift it shall be. Use those, and we're out of charges. We do other stuff while we wait for the charges to come back. We can hide, unhide. Yes. That gets those. There's something like you can unhide. That solves that problem. What's in here? Quick and spun. He's actually the sprint. That guy. I don't think you can just immediately use it again though. To hide and unhide. We try doing something like hide right before the fight starts. I'll just see what counts as us being in combat. It's like if anybody in the group is in combat. Door. I think you're going to a door. Maybe just when combat stops, it also recharges. Nope. Let's see. We can do times. There's definitely an order to things here. In theory. And we're in combat. At you. We're technically out of combat, now we're not. So as long as we haven't directly targeted somebody, we're actually good to go. Fascinating. Boss time. Since we've attacked the boss, we can't hide because they know we're here. Which I mean, fair. We do get some charges back eventually, though. Big ol' throw there. Gotcha. Oh. Get a key. We're sealed. Leave this way to go to the Ivy door. Because that's where the green key is. Okay. That checks out. Here. Suspense is. Okay. This. Hide. Then unhide. Still slightly limited by the 20-second cooldown of this ability. That's not too bad, though. So I think it's all just single target stuff, though, yeah. Eventually, though. That's some amount of damage. It's more than nothing. Gotta fly. Oh. I need to grab these and all those. These. A little bit more to manage. Separate system going on. That's alright. These keep going here. Open this door. All the different keys and stuff in here. Definitely something. Seems to be a quick cooldown between these two. It's technically instant and all that. So that's something. Cool. Jump across here. Open up the next door here. Okay. Mission door opens. More damage. Get to hide now. Finish off the Jester. And I'll do it. It works. There. Hold up. Deal flow. Loves those. And then up. Taking that. Going up. Oh, they got a new thing. Nullifies knockbacks. All that. Starting with physical attack, starting with effective with slow. Duration 15 seconds. Some of these more abilities. And for people. Cutscenes. Always good. Especially the first time. That's what we have it set to now. Well, that's good. Oh. Defeat the final boss. It's an interesting combo of melee and range attacks here. Beguiling Mist. Seduced. Hey. Oh, there, combinations. Fantastic. Alright. GG. And bonus experience. All that. Now we're level 33. And new equipment. You betcha. We even got some new knives from a dungeon long ago. Heart Snatchers. And the full infantry set. These work for all Disciples of War. Just good for everything. Whole new set. How are the daggers looking here? Daggery. Oh. I'm sure this is a new, specifically ninja run. It's definitely pretty great. Yes, very sneaky. Look at the flips. Woo! Amazing. Or how many other has like special animations and stuff. If we get out of wielded, we just do regular jumps. That's nowhere near as cool though. Woo! Necessary. Alright. Wild. Wild stuff. Okay. And then, another day, another dungeon. Alright, here we go. It's a light party. Oh, it's Ifrit. Well, that's not great. Do we get experience for this? I think we got a decent amount of experience for this. We're here. We got one person, probably here to do the fight against Ifrit. I guess technically this is in the queue for this, so it must still count. Probably fills based on if anybody's actually trying to do the dungeon. Then once that happens, actually do stuff. Oh, we're level 22. Okay. Noted. I'm gonna do this duty. We get bonuses and stuff. Oh, can't even do that ability either. Okay. More damage. Let's come to the Inferno. Alright. Like an air that's gonna erupt. Almost got out of it. Ow. Hit myself with this. Let's carry this. Going for eternity. Yikes. Oh, a little bit low on health. Or lower at least. Over there exploded. Yeah, there we go. Complete. Woohoo! Missions. Exit. Amazing. Yeah, 89,000 bonus. Not quite level 35. That's fixable. Show incomplete. A little bit. East Shroud, East Shroud, East Shroud. Let's go to the East Shroud. And we'll be back. Okay. Bramble Patch. No, he's Black Pants. No, that's over on Ivy. It's gonna be level 21-ish. That's Bramble Patch up this way. That's back down that way. Where's the mats? Spin. It's pretty effective. You can high attack. Reset that back to 2. Which is that? Ivies. Sunshine. New for Conats and Overgrown Ivy over here. What do we got? Pictures. We're on Ivies for Fate. Well, that'll sing for it. 24. And we're poisoned. Gotcha. Really bad XP. Unsync. I just need last bit here. See this? Yep. Not really who we need to attack there, but sure. It's fine. And we're there's level 35. Fantastic. Killer combinations. Back. Over. Here. Very speedy. Very good. Oh. Anything got level 35? Nope. I think this is going to get us access to the next level of these. More things happening. Combinations of stuff. Orders of things. We will see. Killer combinations. We get Chi. Ritual Utra and just Earth for 6 times. Change to 2. It's cool down. 1 skills movement and interesting destination. Combinations of stuff. Zoe appears quite pleased with your progress. We try. Attack. Why, I did not even hear your footsteps as you approached. You're becoming more and more the shinobi with the day. Laura has been awaiting your return. Please enter. Out. Welcome back. You continue. Yep. Person. Borrow. Ah, Arctic. It is clear from the manner in which you carry yourself, you have been most vigilant in your training. And he's doing good too. But you're not the only one who's mastered the technique imparted to you. Behold, my Ehorsian bow. Perfect in balance and form. Now it is time for your next lesson. Watch carefully my hands. With this mudra, the shinobi can summon the energies of the earth, chi, in our tongue. Etch its form in your mind. I shall show you how to employ it in battle. We did it! Quest complete. Mind finds focus, guiding your blades. G. Okay. So we have this and this. That's definitely things. Once upon a time in Doma, where we would impart a new mudra to his promising pupil. Chi, or Earth, marks the second mudra that you have learned. This you are ready to begin the next phase of your training. Through the combination of mudras, you will find new techniques. First thing I would impart to you is Rantan, Lightning Release. When heavens join with earth, lightning will flash and thunder will roll. In other words, from the root of 10 followed by chi, channel that energy forward, and bolts of lightning will surge from your hands to strike your foe. As this is a more formidable technique than the Fuma Shuriken you have wielded thus far, take care to reinforce the Okujin outside the storehouse. Strike with Raton, and I shall observe. Okay. Sounds interesting. Okay, there it is. So we go. And this is this. Starts out. You can also do it in a different way, it looked like. Multiple options. Pretty quick instant casts. That's something. Very well. Recall what I said during our first lesson. Anything at your disposal create not merely by which move you form, also the order in which you combine them. When Earth joins with the heaven, the skies will rain fire and ash. In other words, when chi followed by 10 and channel those energies forward, searing hellfire will engulf your foes. Be forewarned, these techniques require considerable exertion of your spirit. After performing one, you'll observe that some time is required before your mind settles, allowed to wield another. Now let's shape Katan for me on the mountain over there. Let's do in the backwards version. Now it's fire. Is that in range? Oh, it's... This is lower range. Where's this? Oh, what is that? What? There's something else in there. It's kind of a larger fire. That's something. Splendid. Your grasp on fundamental mudra combinations is firm, but knowing the how of the technique is only the beginning, it's also understand when to employ it. Chunin is our word for shinobi, who's attained full mastery of 2 mudra techniques. In our tradition, when a student is deemed by his master to show such potential, he is led to a waterfall outside the village to conduct intense training. I cannot take you to Doma, of course. My map tells me of a place in Upper Lenasia that should suffice. Fool Falls. The name is less than auspicious, but it will have to do. When we're there, we shall proceed. Okay. Over here. Upper Lenasia. Here and fly over. This way in boat. Aquandul is cut off from the other half of it. That's something. Alright. Make it work. There's the cut here. Over this way. Yep, that's a waterfall. That'll do nicely. Probably. Let's see. See with this training. Till today, I knew this place only as letters on a map. Gazing upon it with my own eyes, it's more beautiful and powerful than I could have imagined. Yes, this will serve us well. When people do not worship your deities 12, our gods are all around us, in the trees, in the soil, and crashing waters before you. Close your eyes and open your heart to the sound of the rushing falls. You might purge your mind of all worldly thoughts and distractions. The techniques you have learned will serve you well in battle. Confuse the order of your mudra, it can just as easily turn victory into defeat. It's imperative that you keep a singular focus of mind. So it is that masters have brought their students to falls like this one for training since my ancestors' times. Who is the more foolish, the fool of Fool Falls, or the fool who comes here without realizing he's been followed? Hi. Karasu. Now here's a curious scene. The dim one is accompanied today, not by a swallow, but by a chirping horsebird chick who fancies himself a shinobi. The dim one is displeased. This, after our hero postponed 2 assassinations to make this little journey. Could his friends not greet him with a smile and some crumpets, or whatever it is the Orzins take with their tea? The dim one ponders. How did our hero know to find him here? Yet the answer is plain as day. The dim one is a creature of habit and tradition. Where else would he bring his prized new pupil? Tradition. Our hero spits on tire tradition. No, for he is a shinobi of a different feather. Ever-changing, never predictable, but always in style. Those who cling too closely to tradition are bound to suffer the fate of their forebears. Or are the lessons of the past so soon forgotten? Ready yourself, Arctic. It appears that your training today will be of a more practical sort. But of course, all you have to do is ask nicely. It will be my pleasure to be your teacher for the day. First lesson, little chick. Arhan's lightning will strike a single foe, while Keton's flames will raise many. Wield them wisely or don't. It's only your life at stake. Haha. Oh, Jonas is our hero, putting aside his killings and spying to play mother hen to the horsebird chick. You will try to keep me entertained, won't you? Bring it. Unless we're bringing more people. Let's begin. Try to make it fun, won't you? Lightning. Lightning. I'm here. Can you see? Must it be so slow? It's a dull dance. You can't be quicker about it. I'm entirely sure it's happened in these areas here, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Yeah, there's better places to be. My pawns, we'll continue this lesson later. Ah, yes, pawns are here now. It's time. Some fire! Enemy attack! Easy. Got some more? For the next sets of guys over here. Easy. Technically in combat. In the shadow. Got no charges. It's a little spin around. Lightning. Oh. Duty complete. I have to see if there's anything for doing the same thing twice in a row. Hasn't said there is. You fought well, Arctic. I, however, should have known to expect the traitor's attack. I was careless and put you in danger. Will not happen again. It appears that Karasu has taken an interest in you, and I fear this complicates matters some. Let's return to the docks. There's much I would tell you. Eastern Lanasia. And all that. This doesn't technically have to look to see if we had new gear. The Quarn set. Another different look. The full sets do look pretty good. That's some other situations sometimes. Go back to turn. Oh. I would tell you a story of our past, a story of the traitor, and why he must die at our hands. Growing up in the same village, I've known Karsu since we were both children. When we came of age, we began our training together under Master Kakai. From a young age, it's clear that Karsu possessed an innate talent for art that few could rival. Spared no effort in my training, yet struggled to grasp techniques that he would master effortlessly. In his own way, he possesses a mind singularly devoid of wasteful thoughts. A mind seemingly unclouded by concepts such as right or wrong, good or evil. Despite this, deep down, I always thought of him as a brother. All that changed on that fateful day when Castle Doma fell to the Garleans. Someone had betrayed our homeland, sold our secrets to the enemy. Looking upon my friends as their bodies lay broken and bleeding, I saw a figure fleeing to the hills. It was Karsu. Were I younger, more naive, I might have pursued Karsu as he fled, in an attempt to reason with him. But it was clear that this man, this demon, was no longer one of us, if indeed he had ever had been. Even Master Kakai did not survive the slaughter. Did Karsu bear him some grudge, or was it merely a student's ugly pride? For our master's fate was the grisliest of all, his body mangled, his once proud face shattered beyond all recognition. I once held out hope that if I crossed blades with Karsu in battle, I might understand something of what it is that made him to do those horrible deeds. Yet each encounter only raises more questions. One thing is clear, however. Karsu could have killed us back at Fool's Falls, had he seen fit, and yet chose not to. It was as if he was testing us, testing you. Needless to say, this does not change our mission. For his crimes against Doma, Karsu must pay with his life. And yet, his thorough knowledge of us and our art has put Samami and I at grave disadvantage. But you, I say, your thoughts, your movements are still unfamiliar to him. Yes, your presence might just serve to break his focus and afford us an opening. Yet to accomplish this, you must become stronger still. Promise me that you will not let up in your training. Alright. And now, the next one is level 40. Okay. Very good. So now we actually have an AoE we can use. Like, twice. But that's still something. That's still something. Let's see what we can do with this. That is the 2-hit twice bunny hat. That's if you do it wrong. Amazing. I guess we can see what that says here. So you're just spamming away. Rabbit medium. Let me thump. That's less effective. That is a less effective attack. Okay. Well, we'll see if we even get to make use of this AoE. Probably not. It's going to require level 35. The trials of the leveling roulette. Next time.